Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here from YouTube, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the one and only CKB and Yokaiswap. I wanted to do Daruma, but something's going on with Avedex, so if you're here for Daruma, I won't be covering that today. This will just be CKB and Yoke, so let's get into this. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you guys are at in the world. I love CKB, Nervos Network, what they're doing. They are working hard through this little bear market to strengthen their blockchain. I am confident of that. Well, when we look at CKB on a daily chart, we can see that CKB is really trading quite nicely with this price action and this chart. So price ran all the way up to the 200% level, came down to the 786, came back up to around this 161.8, also known as the golden ratio. Now, I do think that there might be a chance we could still see CKB squeak down to this 0.0035-ish level. I hope we don't, but I do think that the market might be gearing up for a little bit of a pause or possibly even a reversal. When we look at CKB on the daily, we can see that right now price action is quite a ways from this Ichimoku cloud. And whenever we see price action drift that far away, we can always kind of count on people to buy the dip at these levels. And naturally, price just gets reeled back into the cloud, kind of like what happened right here. Price was just too far away from the Ichimoku cloud. People stepped in, bought the dip, and drove the price back up. So we could be looking at something significant, or we might be looking at something more tame, like a 20-30% gain. So right now, I do think that CKB is fighting this 236 channel. And let's go ahead and look at CKB on like a 1-hour chart and just kind of see what's going on. So right now, I'm seeing a possibility of Elliott wave theory to the upside. I'm also seeing the possibility that there could be some sort of head and shoulders pattern that could be forming to strip the market once again. I'm hoping that is not the case. This is almost one of my favorite patterns here to kind of trade when we get this 50 moving average kind of barreling down like this along with this 200, because once we see this 50 straighten out a little bit, a lot of times we will see price action react nicely and violently to the upside. So hopefully we can see CKB come back and get back up into this channel here, which is the 382. So with that said, folks, I think that right now it's just kind of a pause and wait game for CKB and a lot of the crypto market in general. We saw how Bitcoin dropped down to 26,000, and now it pumped back up to like 31,000. There is just some heavy volatility going on right now. The markets are going to need a little bit of time to stabilize, but for now we are just kind of waiting at the sidelines. I'll make this short and sweet. That's all we can do. Yokaiswap's up 6.34%, trading at a penny and a half. And this really is kind of shocking to me to see Yokaiswap down this far, but we've only got 3.2 mil in liquidity. I think that there's probably a lot more than that staked away. But with that said, very low volume in the last 24 hours, $32,000 worth. So, I mean, we're just seeing fairly low volume trends with Yokaiswap. When we look at the stochastics, though, it's showing us a descending triangle. And this is why I love using like RSI and stochastics, is that this is a good indication that Yokaiswap could possibly be gearing up for a little bit of a run. We're down at the bottom. We're seeing this stochastic RSI squeeze, and hopefully it squeezes to the point where we just see a nice exodus of price to the upside. I wish I could pull up a chart of DRM, but I suspect it could possibly be following a very similar structure. Really, Yokaiswap's been trading sideways since March, early March, maybe even late February. You could consider that, trading sideways. The one good thing I like about Yokaiswap, though, on the daily here, let me get rid of this. Excuse me, is how close price action is to this Ichimoku cloud. And this happens to be a very thin bearish Ichimoku cloud. So if price decides to take off, I think that it's going to be very easy for price to establish itself on top of this Ichimoku cloud. So that is a very good thing. So we're seeing this multi-month squeeze happen. I do think that that Yokaiswap might be kind of gearing up for a little bit of a momentum shift here. So with that said, folks, that's kind of the short and skinny on CKB and Yokaiswap. And I'm sorry I couldn't do DRM, but it's just throwing me like all these error codes and stuff in Avedex. Maybe I can look into it a little bit more and do a video on it tomorrow. But whatever you guys are doing, I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. And I just want to let you guys know that no matter how much the market goes down, just keep a check on your mental health, your sanity. Turn your phone off. Wait for the market to bounce back. We are all in this together. This is a very bad past few months. And I want to say since November, we have been just getting hammered. And this bear market has brought out the worst in people. And I've seen a lot of people leave the community and stuff like that. So if you're feeling down, take a break. Don't leave. But that's really all I got for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend wherever you're at in the world. And we'll see you guys all on the next video.